There was so many times where somebody would ask us out at like 11 p.m. And we knew if we say yes, this means up till 5, maybe take drugs, sleep till like next day fucked. And it's like, the answer was always yes. We always said, yes, let's go.
But why?
Because we arrived in a new country, in a new city, and our goal was not to make the best decision the next day, but to meet people, to build a social circle, to meet girls, to get laid, to fuck, to have crazy shit happening.
As a guy, you produce testosterone the most if you're sleeping well and a lot, and not getting too stressed. So how do you combine that with the pressure of having to perform in business and in like doing all this stuff on social media, and then having all these messages you need to reply to, and it gets quite quickly quite overwhelming and stressful, and then by that way maybe also reduces the amount of sleep you get and the amount of relaxation. So how do you kind of juggle that?
I mean, I think know yourself. I'm very stress resistant. I can perform really well on 4 hours. I proved that to myself many times. I'm just that kind of guy. You can put me in a lot of pressure, I will not break. So I don't think about...
But that makes you a genetic outlier because most people need sleep.
Yeah, so get sleep. Okay. Like, get what you need, you know? Like, I also need sleep, but like, it feels better. I don't even think about my testosterone level. You know, there's this thing of like, where you start tracking your sleep, which I do, but then you start looking at the result of like, oh, today I got really bad sleep. And then you're kind of manifesting a bad day because you look at the screen and it says, you should, based on the data, you're gonna have a shit day. And it's like, maybe that's dangerous, you know?
But I mean, like, you perform better if you're well rested. It's not really about like tracking how many hours.
But perform in what?
Your decisions are better if
your job is making amazing decisions.
Which we all do every day, and like the better we make decisions.
I don't know, when I worked at Starbucks, it didn't fucking matter,
okay.
Right? It was just about fucking grinding. Or when I was a video editor, it's like, I just had to fucking get the videos done. I am tired. It's 1 a.m. Been up since 9 and been grinding all day.
Isn't it more about managing all the different texts and different...
Yeah, or prioritizing, or I don't know how you prioritize it.
So, you know, that's the point. Now I'm in a position where I work hour-wise way less, but yes, you're right, my decisions need to be really good. So now I prioritize my sleep way more than I did. I try to get to bed earlier, I change my nutrition, I don't eat late, I track my sleep. So now I'm doing all these things because, as you say, my decisions need to be good. But that's like a new thing. For the last 10 years, fucking just grind it out, be tired, figure it out, you know? So you have to answer that for yourself. Are you in a position where, I don't know if we now talk about work or social or, you know, like there, for example, with Liam, when we lived in Kiev.
Literally set our intention, like, this is the time for chaos.
Yeah, literally it's like, it's the time for chaos. That was the slogan. So the good decision was to take drugs and fuck up your sleep, because the goal was to be social and have a build cycle and be the party boys in fucking Kiev and have the house where there's always vibes, you know? Was that good for our business? Absolutely not. Horrible, right? I didn't make any progress on my coaching brand or any other decision, which I don't regret at all, because out of that came Tilted. So it's like, I'm not even threatened by people copying Tilted, because I know they're trying to get good sleep, haha, you know? Like, they're trying to optimize their lives. I was fucking grinding on Tilted, which meant grinding socially and staying up long and having threesomes and learning the social grind. So just ask yourself, what are you actually optimizing for? And testosterone, sure, but it's like, all these metrics, like, I don't know. You can measure it, but you can also just really be in your body and feel it. And like, I believe in all this. Sure, testosterone is good. I'm not, you know, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I know when I'm in the middle of, like, I know in the Maldives, in the middle of 15 girls in the sun, I have a boner like 8 hours a day. I don't need to test my testosterone to know this is probably good for me. And I'm eating like fish and pineapple and I'm fucking 5 times a day. It's like, probably my testosterone is high, I don't need to measure it. This is the fish we caught today, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
You caught that thing in the ocean?
Yeah, it was like 25 meters. We dive down with the tank. The instructor gives me a gun, to be fair, which is loaded, and then you shoot it. That's crazy. And I get horrible sleep, and I'm still horny all day. Like, why is that? So, you know what I mean? So think what time of your life you're in now and what's actually important. There's time for chaos, there's time for business, there's time for family, there's time for reflection, there's time for intense work, destroy your body because you want to make it and you want to impress someone. And then there's times of saying no and focusing on one thing. So yeah, you have to decide. If you enjoyed this little clip, you will love the entire speech that I gave to my mentoring clients in this intimate setting in Copenhagen. In this presentation, I talk about why it's not recommended but absolutely necessary to have a solid social media profile in 2024 and beyond if you wanna maximize your results, not only in dating but in networking. So to watch the presentation now, click here.